This is your power lift total body. We've got 2 standing circuits and then 2 circuits on the mat. You're gonna need a set of heavier weights and then 1 slightly lighter weight for something that we're doing during our mat section, and then a step. If you do not have a step, it is fine. I'll show you how you can do it from the floor. Have a pillow or cushion or a rolled up blanket, towel, or something to cushion your knees. And so we're gonna do double knee cushion and single leg cushion for a couple of the different moves. Our first circuit, our standing circuit, we're gonna work the bicep curls, and then our second standing circuit, we're also gonna work the bicep curls. So feel free to have a variety of weights where you can drop down if needed, if it's just getting a little bit too heavy, but I do want you to challenge yourself in this workout, okay? You're gonna see me lifting lighter than I normally would. That is so I can still talk and film and maintain the integrity of the workout. But for you taking the workout, I want you to challenge yourself. Have a variety of weights in case you need to drop down. Let's go. Let's get started. We've got this. Bring your hands to your rib cage. Feet go underneath the hips. Stand up nice and tall. A little bend in the knees. And I want you to breathe. So allow your rib cage to move as you inhale. It comes back down as you exhale. Do that 2 more times. Big breath in. And exhale. 1 more time. Big breath in. And exhale, let all the air go. Hands come to the hips, big breath in. Exhale, draw hip bones together, zipping up, rib cage goes down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. You're gonna hold this connection. Exhale, like you're buckling up a seatbelt. Walk those feet in just a little bit. Lift the knees, alternating. They do not have to be super high. Keep that core nice and tight. Option to add opposite arm to leg. Really reach it out. Or you can just keep hands to the hips. Stand up nice and tall. You can start to speed it up a little bit. It's okay if you get a little bit of momentum during this warm-up move, or you can just stay nice and slow and controlled. Crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to hold onto your support. It does not matter which side. The outside leg, that knee is going to lift up in line with your hip. Pull the core in, and you're going to press the knee down and down. Squeeze, press back, up and up. The leg does not have to go super far behind you. Do that 2 more times. Good. Squeeze the glutes at the back. Bring the knee up and pulse it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee down and pulse it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee goes back up. Circle out through that hip. Pick a direction. Pull that core in nice and tight. Good. Eyes are forward. Switch directions. Squeeze the glutes. Go super slow here if you need. Good job. Send that leg out in front of you. Squeeze the quads. You can point or flex the foot. Pulse it up. Lift and lift. Good. Press it up. Press it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up if you're not already. Flex your foot, and you're going to point the foot and flex the foot. Point and flex. Give me 1 more. Pick a direction. Ankle circles. Pick a direction. Move nice and slow. I already said that. And switch directions. Good. Awesome job. Last warm up for this side. Send the leg out to the side. Squeeze the glutes. Stand up nice and tall. And then tap the toes back behind you just a few inches. I'm going to walk forward a little bit. I'm trying to get as close to the bar as I can so you can see my foot. So send that leg back behind you. And then you're lifting the toes up off the floor and you're pulsing up for 8, up 7, up 6 in the seat extension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Switch sides. Again, does not matter which side you're doing. Just make sure you're switching sides. Lift the knee up in line with your hip and then press down and down. Press it back, up and up. Good. We're doing this 4 times. Move nice and slow. 2 more times. 1 more. Bring the knee all the way back up and pulse up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down and pulse it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee lifts up, circle it out, pick a direction. Foot could be relaxed, foot could be flexed, could be pointed. Good, switch directions. A little bend in that standing knee. This is work. Good. Send that leg out long, point or flex through the foot and pulse it up and lift. It's 4, 3, 2, hold it up, flex the foot. We point and flex, point and flex. 2 more. Try not to sink into the standing side. Pick a direction, ankle circles. Maybe spreading those toes. Good, switch directions. Almost to our final part of this warm up. Good, tap the toes down. Send the leg out to the side and then tap a couple inches back, squeeze the glutes, a little bend to the standing side, hover the toes, we pulse it up for 8, up 7, up 6, up 5. Just that leg moves. Good, on 1, send it down, shake it out. Take any other warm-ups that you need. You could go into shoulder circles. We are starting off with a heel elevated squat. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So grab a weight in each hand, option to just have one weight on the working side and hold on. So I want you to place the feet underneath the hips and elevate your right heel. Right heel lifts. Left foot stays down. So if you need to hold on, you drop off the right weight, hold on. That's the same side with the heel elevated, okay? We're going down for 4, up for 2. 1 minute. I'm going to kind of turn so you can see. So right heel is elevated, left foot is down. Send the hips back. It's down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up for 2. So power up, slow on the way down. Pull the core in nice and tight. I want you to find your pace. You could go even slower than this. Send the hips back. Press back up. Good. We've got 1 minute lifts, so don't worry about the speed. Don't worry about speeding it up and trying to fit in a certain number of reps for this workout. I really want you to go slow and controlled. You can keep track of how many you're doing, but don't force yourself to do more than you are ready for. Just think about slow and controlled. Start to hug the armpits in towards center. Even if you're only fitting in 4 reps, maybe you can fit in 8, maybe somewhere between 8 and 10. We've got 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up. Now keep that right heel elevated. We're on our 2nd minute of work in this first circuit. Keep that heel elevated. We're going to find your low point and you're going to pulse down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up and up, lower it down, and pulse it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up and up, lower it down, pulse it down for 4, 3, 2. Send those hips back. Press up and up, down and down, pulse it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and up, and down and down. I'm going to try to show you different angles. You keep moving. You find your pace. Get 4 pulses down at the bottom and move up for 2. It's down 4, down 3, down 2, down 1. Press up and up. So these are tempo squats. You've got 10 more seconds. We press up and down and down. Give me 1 more if you're still moving. We'll fit in 1 more. Good, and just end there. Bicep curls. Take a break here if you need. Maybe you grab different weights. So pause for a moment, grab some water, grab different weights if you need. To explain, the reason we're not combining upper and lower in this workout is because in this power lift, I really want you to challenge yourself with the lower body work. We're taking a little bit of a break, the lower body work. So you're going to use heavier weights for lower body than you would for upper body, right? So bicep curls, maybe you use the same that you just used for lower body, but maybe it's lighter, right? Now I'm using kind of moderate weights, so I'm going to use those for bicep curls as well. But if you're really challenging yourself and you've got the heavier weights, let's go ahead and grab them. Drop down, just slightly lighter for upper body. We start in 4, 3, 2, jump in when you're ready. You could do hammer curls. You could do palms in, or palms up, sorry. Hammer curls would be palms in. And you could start off in a hammer curl, palms in, and rotate the palms up on the way up, and then rotate back to palms in on the way down. So you jump in if you haven't already, find your pace. I'm going to think up for 2 at least, and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. If not, even slower than that count. but I still want you to think it's more of a power up and slow on the way down. Start to hug those shoulder blades towards the spine. Keep your pace. There's no rush. I especially love double side moves because you really don't have to count. You can just do as many as you can. Of course, after this, we'll be switching sides with our squats. So biceps are going to get worked quite a bit today in our standing work. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out if you're in the middle of a rep. Set those weights down. We switch sides with our squats, okay? So now the left heel will be lifted. We're thinking down for 4 and up for 2, and then we go into our tempo squats where we pulse down for 4, okay? Grab a weight in each hand. Again, hold on if you need. So now with the left heel lifted, you can hold on with the left arm, keep your weight in the right hand. Find what works for you. When you're ready, we've got 5 seconds left. Here we go. Lift the left heel and think down for 4. Send the hips back. 3, 2, and 1. Press up for 2. Core is tight. Find your pace. Slow on the way down. Press up for 2. Power up. This is a way to build up to a single leg squat where that leg would be, lifted completely, but you're keeping the left toes down to stabilize this position. Now I promise you, even though we're only doing 1 set of these types of squats for each side, your glutes and hamstrings are going to get plenty of work today in different variations. So you don't need to do 4 sets of these. 1 set per side is actually plenty. Almost there. We've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it out. Keep your weight. Take a moment. We're going down. We're going to pulse down for 4. So slide it down to your low point and pulse down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up and up and down and down. Send the hips back. Pulse down for 4, 3. Core is tight. 2 and 1. Press up and up and down and down. It's down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe you're going at a different pace than me. It's totally fine. Try not to speed it up though. If anything, just go slower. Get those 4 pulses down. You make this your own. Do not rush. Really starts to burn. Send those hips back. Core is tight. Try not to collapse through your spine. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Set your weights down. Grab your bicep curl weights. Okay. And then we'll move into our second circuit. All right, shake it out. We've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Bicep curls. Find what works for you. Right away, slow it down on the way down. Good, you're doing such a good job. Keep the core nice and tight. Try not to use momentum to lift those weights. Nice and slow and controlled. So, because we're doing these sets of bicep curls, just repeated, there's nothing fancy. You can switch it up however you want. You could do palms in, you could do palms up, you could take a rotation. Maybe each time you do the same variation, maybe each time you switch it up a little bit. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out, set your weights down. All right, take a moment. You got a little bit of a break. Grab some water. We're going into our second circuit. So I'm going to show you what our exercises look like. It's actually going to be very similar. This is why we didn't need multiple sets of our first lower body work, okay? So now we have a B stance squat. It's very similar to our heel elevation, except this time the right foot is going to tap behind. So instead of being right underneath the hip, it's going to tap behind and it's going to look like this. So again, very similar, right? Very similar. It's going to change just a little bit. You're actually going to get a little bit more in the glutes with this one versus a lot of hamstring. Both of them are amazing for the hamstrings and glutes. Just a little bit different, okay? So when you're ready, grab your weights. You can watch the first few reps. wow, words here if you need. Left leg goes forward, right foot taps behind you. So it's like a kickstand on a bike. Now, when you come down, you can, this is just an option, you can box out that front knee. So if my left weight is by my side, my right weight is going to face me to help box out that left knee, that front knee as I come down. So it's different than our first squats where we had the weights by the side. This time, option to bring that one weight out in front. So you're moving down for 4 and then powering up for 2. Now, as you move, I want you to keep moving. I want you to think about sending the left hip back. You can even tap the glutes here if you need, even giving them a little bit of a rub. You can even pause at the bottom. I want you to press the entire foot down. You're still moving with your weights. You have weight through the ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, and the heel, not just in the heel. So a lot of times people will place all their weight in their heel and sit back like this. That's grabbing mostly hamstrings, okay? So actually we need to press the entire foot down. You're still moving, finding your pace, and you're almost thinking, you're not shifting the knee forward, but you're almost shifting weight, not just back, but it's almost evened out. So you're still placing a lot of weight through the midfoot and the toes, as well as the heel. So you're allowing that knee to come forward, but it's not passing the ankle, but we're also not sending it way back behind and focusing mostly on those hamstrings. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep your pace. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it out. Now, instead of tempo on this side, I actually want you to drop off your left weight. So the left leg is still forward, but you're dropping off that weight. Hand can be to the hip. You're keeping your opposite weight. So weight into that right hand. And what you're going to do, you're mirroring me. You're going to hinge over, same hinge, bring that right weight towards that front foot, and then come back up. Now, if that doesn't work for you, I want you to think just straight down, down for 4, and up for 2. So it'd be this very similar, you're just dropping off one weight. Otherwise, take that rotation, so send that left hip behind you, reach that weight towards the front foot, and then come all the way back up. You jump in when you're ready. So again, instead of just sinking all the weight to the heel, can you think about weight through the midfoot or weight towards the toes, balls of the feet, and use that anchor, ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe, and the heel. That's going to help you activate through your glutes. Now pause, shake it out, tap the glutes if you need. Take that rotation, send that left hip back. Good. Keep the core nice and tight. Again, you could just come straight down and up. You do not need to take that rotation. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Bicep curls. Okay, so in reality, because biceps have nothing super fancy today, biceps get 4 sets. 4 sets of work. Drop down and weight if you need. When you're ready, grab those weights. You can choose your variation. We're getting stronger, okay? We are working up, grabbing those heavier weights if we can, even jump in when you're ready, even if it's only for a few reps. Good. Now, am I secretly glad that I get to lift later than I normally would? Yes. But in reality, these are actually still heavy for me for bicep curls, whereas not as heavy for lower body. So again, have a variety. You're going to need something different for upper body than you will for lower body. Maybe. Good, nice and controlled. So in reality, if I were lifting the weights I would normally lift for bicep curls, I would only get a few reps in, and that's okay. During this minute, I would probably stop, take a breather, or drop down to lighter weight and keep going. Really slow it down on that way down. That is where the money is at. Just the forearms move. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your weights down. We're almost done with our standing work, okay? So I want you to grab those 2 weights, heavier weights, for your kickstand, B stance squats. All right, kickstand, B stance squats. Grab those weights. This time, the left foot is tapping behind, right foot is forward, left foot taps back, and you're moving, jumping when you're ready. Option to bring that front weight, left weight to face you, and you go down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up for 2. Make any adjustments that you need. Find your pace. Make it even slower on the way down. So again, you're getting a lot of work with glutes, hamstrings, without having to do a million sets per side. Press through that front foot, anchoring, ball of the big toe, little toe, heel. You're not just pressing through that heel. You can almost think about your weight shifting forward a little bit as at the same time as that right hip is shifting back, but you're keeping your back straight. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Don't let that core go. Just think about a slight engagement, pulling those hip bones together. It does not need to be super big. We've got 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop off your right weight. Keep the weight in your left hand. Right leg goes forward, left foot taps back. Option to come straight down for 4. And then press up for 2, or bring that left weight toward your right foot. Make any adjustments that you need, down for 4. Press up for 2 to come back to center. So you rotate on the way down, sending that right hip back. You come back to center and up on the way up. It's almost like it's happening as you're rising. You're rotating back to center, keeping that core nice and tight. Feel free to hold on with your free hand if you need for some support. Maybe it's different on this side. We're almost there. Send that hip back. Good, we've got 10 more seconds. If you maintain the same cadence, more than likely, you are getting the same amount of reps, if not 1 or 2 off. Finish out. Come all the way up. Let's go right into our bicep curls. Let's finish out biceps and standing work, okay? You ready? Let's go. Let's get it done. We've got our 2 circuits on the mat. Nice and slow and controlled. Excellent job. Good. Don't forget to pull that core in nice and tight. Try not to rock through the body. Slow on the way down. Are you sweating? I'm sweating. I need to know if I'm the only one struggling. It's not like I want you to struggle, but you know what I mean. We're in this together. So, 4th set of these. Feeling it. Feeling it. Got 10 more seconds. You can do anything for 9, 8, 5, 4, 3. Don't speed it up. Finish it out. Come down to the floor. Oh my goodness. All right, you've got a kneeling deadlift. All right, take your time, grab some water. I'm going to use that cushion that I have on my step for a kneeling deadlift. You're grabbing a weight in each hand. I'm going to show you what this looks like from this side. Weights go out in front. So what we're doing is kneeling on that mat, cushion, blanket, whatever you have. Pull the core in. You're going to send the hips back without rounding through the spine, with or without weights. Squeeze the glutes. You can even tap them here. And then press back up. If you're using weights, come down, find that low point, grab those weights, which may or may not roll off your pillow like mine are doing. And we're pressing up for 2, power up, and then slow on the way down. See if you can get 4 counts down. If not, don't worry about it. Jump in when you're ready. Send those hips back behind you. Good. Nice and controlled. Awesome job. I'm looking ahead at what we have coming. You keep moving, and I'm actually going to move my step aside based on what we have coming up, so I have room. Good. Send those hips back behind you like you're tapping a wall behind you. Really squeeze the glutes the entire time, even if you need to drop off the weights and just place your hands there. Really feel that squeeze. Good. We've got 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. Take a break. We have back rows. So you're going to take that same familiar hinge, send the hips back like someone karate chopped you right at the hips. Maybe different weights. Palms can be up or palms can be in. You're rowing the arms back and squeeze. Hold the glutes, squeeze the glutes, and then row those arms. Back and squeeze. Forward and forward. Imagine those shoulder blades hugging towards the spine. Now start to move even slower on that release. Think back for 2, power, slow release. Don't let the core go. Core is the first thing to let go. Good, you've got a single arm row after this. Excellent job for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the weight in your right hand. Bring the left hand down. Now, the leg is going to work at the same time, but if you need to modify, we need to keep both knees down. Otherwise, as you row the right arm up, your left leg is going to squeeze up. It could be straight, it could be bent, and it's going to come down as the arm comes down. So you're working that top shoulder, the right shoulder, all the way down the back diagonally to the left hip. So posterior sling here. So when you're ready, let's jump in. You can watch the first few reps if you need. Lift and lift. And lower and lower. Leg could be straight, leg could be bent. Find what works for you. I'm going into a straight leg. If this is too much, tap the leg down, just move the arm or bring that knee underneath your hip. Slow and controlled. Good. So as the leg lifts, the arm lifts. They slowly lower together. The leg is not passing your hip. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not switching sides yet. We're repeating, going back through, and then we switch sides with our single arm work. All right, kneeling deadlifts. We got this. You know what to expect. This is our first circuit on the mat. We've got one more circuit after this. All right, kneeling deadlifts. I'm going to bring it down for 4. Find that low point. You can even pause and then press up for 2. Jump in when you're ready. I don't know why I'm facing this way. My time is not over here. My time's over there. So I don't know why I'm facing this way. You know, I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn it around because I'll be showing you the other arm anyway. Keep your core nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes the entire time. Your back is still. You are hinging over. Imagine you've got a back brace on and you cannot round through the spine to get low. Good. Shoulder blades hug towards the spine. Really squeeze. It's tempting to just squeeze the glutes at the top and kind of release them on the way down. I don't want you to release them. We've got 4, 3, 2. Finish it out. Come all the way up, take a little break. You're holding that hinge, you've got your back rows. Palms could be up, palms could be in, hinge it over, pull the core in, you row back and squeeze, and forward and forward. Maybe back and forward for 4, 3, 2, and 1. What I love about these, well, what I love, and hate about these is that you're still working your biceps. So you may feel them. But don't think about them. I want you to think about your mid-back, your shoulder blades, your back shoulder. We've got 10, 9. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop off your right weight. Keep the weight in your left hand. Send your right leg back behind you, or that knee could be bent underneath you. You could row up like this, bent leg, down and down, or extend the leg. Jump in when you're ready. Good. Find your pace. I'm actually on this side. I'm going to use my extra weight for my bottom wrist to hold on to, for that bottom hand. Don't let that core go. Nice and slow and controlled. You're almost acting like you're trying to bring that left hand to your hip. Nice and small. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it out. come all the way down. You've got your last circuit, okay? Two moves in the last circuit. Grab your step. I'm gonna show you what this looks like first without the step. Okay, it's a single leg deadlift. So we're starting with the left knee underneath the hip, and you're sending the right leg out to the side. The weight is in the opposite hand. So weight is in the right hand. You're coming down and down, sending the hips back and pressing up and up. This is your modification if you don't have a step. If you're using the step, you're kneeling on it. You've got your pillow. Can you help him, please? Thank you. So bring your knee up on the step. You've got your weight ready for the opposite hand, and then we're gonna go into a back shoulder move with your lighter weight. So this is where you need your lighter weight. Just have it ready, okay? All right, let's go. We've actually got 2 sets for this side, and then we'll repeat our circuit on the other side. Okay, so we go from kneeling deadlift, take your time to set up, to back shoulder, do it again, then switch sides. All right, grab that weight in your right hand. This is awkward. Send the hips back. If it's too awkward, just come down to the mat or come back to a kneeling deadlift, double leg deadlift. When you're ready, jump right in. So you're sending the hips back and back, and we need to focus on that left side. So if this is uncomfortable in any way for that right leg or for the working side, go back into a kneeling deadlift. Totally fine. Think power up, slow on the way down. Make any adjustments that you need. Good. This is a great way to modify a single leg deadlift if you can't weight bear through that side. Okay, we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the heavier weight down, grab your lighter weight. You can do whatever you need to with that opposite leg. It can be slightly bent here. Take that same hinge, reach the arm out and out, and in and in. I want you to bring your thumb to the floor, pinky to the ceiling. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like from the front. Here, move that extra weight. Good, so this is what it looks like. Back shoulder, the arm is going directly out to the side. Good. Draw that shoulder blade towards the spine. So thumb to the floor, pinky to the ceiling, press it up and up, and down and down. Good job. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back into that single leg deadlift. I was feeling my glutes for the upper body work. All right, shorter set. Grab your weight, heavier weight, right hand. I'm gonna move this guy. Goodbye, you're done. See you later. All right, I'm gonna try facing this way for you. Send the hips back, down and down. Press up and up. If it's uncomfortable for the working side, again, or for the stabilizing leg, make any adjustments that you need. That leg could be bent. If coming out to the side does not feel good, but focus on the leg that's up on the step. Squeeze the glutes, send the hips back like you're tapping a wall behind you. Take your time to set up if you're not in it yet. 10 more seconds. Okay, we're almost done. You are almost done. We're almost out of here. Good, finish it out. Come up, drop the heavier weight. Last set of these on this side. Bring the arm down, palm faces you, and you go out and out, and down and down. Core is tight. I'm feeling the glutes. Whenever we hold this hinge, try to focus on that back shoulder and shoulder blade. But with the palm facing you in this position and your thumb to the floor and your pinky to the ceiling, it is more work through your back shoulder. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, we're switching sides. I'm just gonna scooch on over to the other side of my step. You've got your heavier weight. All right, we're doing this circuit twice through on each side, all right? Jump in when you're ready. I actually have my foot against the wall. I'm gonna see how that feels. All right, weight goes in the opposite hand. We're very laid back over here in case you haven't realized that yet at this point. Okay, let's go. Send the hips back. I'm keeping a bend through my opposite leg on this side just to see how that feels. Does not need to be beautiful. It does not need to be long and extended. If that doesn't feel good, maybe it does. Do what works for you. The key is to not place that much weight through that opposite foot. So you're really focused on this knee that's up on the step or that's on your cushion. If you don't have a step, it could be a pile of books. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, grab that lighter weight. Take a moment. Familiar hinge, send it back. Palm faces you, we go up and up and down and down. Try not to rotate through the body to lift that arm. Good, keep your pace. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, you're almost done, and 1, bring it down. We go back to our first side. Oh, not our first side, but back to the leg work on this side. Don't go back to the first side. That side's done. All right, grab the weight in your opposite hand. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling it more on this side. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge it over, down and down, and up and up. It truly does not matter if the palm faces you or the palm faces in. Just find what works for you. It may be different on each set. As you start to discover more about it on your second set, because it's more familiar, right? Second time around, it's more familiar. You know what to expect. Oh my goodness. Struggle bus. Goodness gracious. Ooh. Brain is starting to fail. We've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last exercise. Grab that weight. Back shoulder work. Hinge it over. And we go up and up. Still working the glutes. Down and down. Pull the core in tight. Lift and lift. Lower and lower. A lot of core work in this class, okay? Because it's anti-rotation. You don't want to turn right here to lift that arm, right? 10 more seconds. And I don't know if you've noticed, but our second circuits, our mat circuits are much shorter. 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. All right. Let's take a seat on the mat. Take your time. Move that step. If you need, take a seat, grab some water. I'm going to check on something.
Mama, I was hoping fix.
All right, take a seat on the mat. All right. Hold on. I hear you. Hold on. Hold on. All right, legs go out in front. I want you to give yourself a little shake out. And I want you to, nope. I want you to congratulate yourself. Sorry, mom life. On completing, if you did this program, days 1 through 24, guess what? You did it. Now you can go back through, or you can pick and choose workouts, and there's a lot more workouts coming. Make sure you subscribe, okay? Because I've got a lot planned. So I want you to get notified when there's new workouts, okay? Bring your legs in. Sit up nice and tall. Just pause for a moment. You can breathe. Hands come to the rib cage. Good. Calm the body down. Calm the nervous system down. Send those legs back out in front. Point and flex through those feet. Good. Send your left leg up and over. Plant that foot. Sit up tall. Pull the knee towards your chest. Breathe. Relax your face. Good job. Send that leg long. Bend your right leg in half so the leg you just stretched up and over is now long. Round through the spine to come down. You can grab the foot or the shin. Hold. Breathe. Come all the way up. Now before we switch sides, send those legs back out. Arms go back behind you. Thumbs face your feet. Externally rotate through those shoulders. Lift the chest up. You might just feel a stretch in the chest or the front of the shoulder, but maybe you feel it in those biceps. Breathe. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Right leg goes up and over. Plant the foot. Sit up tall. Pull that knee towards your opposite shoulder. Good. Back to the center. Bend the left leg. Send the right leg long. Round over. Allow your back to round. Good. Come back to that center point. Come to a kneeling position. You can use that little extra mat or pillow for your knees if you need. Send your left leg out in front. You can sink it down into your hip flexor stretch here. Or I'm going to show you a more advanced stretch that we use in bar. And I struggle with this one. Okay, this is called a pigeon stretch. So leg can stay forward. You could even be up here tucking the hips under, or bring that knee in line with your hip. Shin can be angled down. Send the right leg back behind you. Imagine you're pulling your body through towards your knee. You could be down in the forearms here if you need to increase that stretch. Just make sure you're not sinking over to one side. So if the left leg is forward, you're not sinking all the way over down to that left side. Good. Switch sides. Right leg goes forward. Stay here, hinged over. You can be up here, tucking those hips. The foot could even be closer to the body. You find what works for you, and it might be different side to side. Maybe that knee comes in line with the hip. Breathe. Totally optional. Relax your face. This is our final stretch. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. Good. Release. Take a seat. Excellent work. Thank you so much for working out with me. Thank you. I so appreciate it. And I love it so much. And if you ever need anything, please reach out, hit the comments, ask me a question, subscribe. There's a lot more coming, okay? You did it. Even if you've just kind of been picking and choosing workouts in this program, either way, you crushed it. Great job. I'll see you in the next workout.